Hello and welcome to the Daily English News program on Azərbaycan Televiziya. According to the press service of President, on 23 January, President of Azerbaijan, Ilham made a phone call to President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The Azerbaijani president expressed his deepest condolences to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan regarding the fire at a hotel in the Kartalkaya ski resort in Turkey's Bolu province, which resulted in numerous casualties. He prayed to Allah the Almighty to grant mercy to those who lost their lives in this horrific tragedy and wishes swift recovery to the injured. President Ilham also mentioned that he had sent a letter of condolence to President of Turkey on January 21 regarding the tragedy. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan expressed gratitude for the attention and condolences, emphasizing that Turkey and Azerbaijan always stand by each other and will continue to do so in the future. During the phone conversation, the heads of state exchanged views on various aspects of bilateral relations. Vice President of the Heydar Aliyev Foundation, founder and head of IDEA Public Union Leyla Aliyeva, and head of the Baku Media Center Arzu Aliyeva participated in the event on accelerating sustainability through innovation and collaboration held within the framework of the World Economic Forum in Davos on January 23. Speaking at the event, Leyla Aliyeva addressed ecological problems in the region, noting that the ecological situation in the Caspian Sea in particular requires urgent attention, and noted that the water level of the Caspian Sea has been falling sharply over the past 10 years. Leyla Aliyeva stressed the importance of continuous monitoring and analysis, support for scientific research in order to protect the unique ecological system of the Caspian Sea, and called on international experts, representatives of research centers and other interested parties to develop joint projects and initiatives in this direction and establish cooperation. The National Olympic Committee has sent an official appeal to the International Olympic Committee in connection with the poor quality of medals won by Azerbaijani athletes at the Paris Olympics. Following the athletes' complaints, investigations were carried out, and it was found out that medals of 5 athletes had been significantly altered. Following a response from the International Olympic Committee, the next steps will be to return the medals and replace them with new ones. Armenia will continue to freeze its membership of the Collective Security Treaty Organization in 2025, according to a report by the Armenian Foreign Intelligence Service. The CSTO's inability to respond to South Caucasus issues, despite its charter obligations, is unlikely to change in 2025. We consider it improbable that grounds for Armenia's frozen CSTO membership will dissipate, the report states. A new charge has been brought against former Armenian Defense Minister Seyran Ohanyan, the country's Prosecutor General's office has announced. The new charge relates to the riots of 1 March 2008. Ohanyan is accused of abuse of power through the use of force, which caused serious consequences through negligence. The charge carries a sentence of between 4 and 8 years imprisonment. As part of the Great Return program, cities and villages are reconstructed in Karabakh and Eastern Zangezur, and former IDPs are returning to their native lands. Currently, more than 30,000 people live in those territories, considering those who work on the implementation of different projects in the region, as well as those who are employed by local departments of individual state entities. Last year, more than 600,000 hectares of area was sown in Karabakh and Eastern Zangezur. This was stated during the first meeting of the Milli Meclis Committee on Agrarian Policy in 2025. It was noted that the members of the committee will visit the liberated territories and will get acquainted with the works this year.
Həmin ərazilərdə biz torpağın icarəyə verilməsi ilə bağlı qanunda qəbul edildi. Keçən siyasi dövründə
We adopted a law last year on leasing lands in those territories. The issue of conditions of land lease to people who will return to their native lands within the boundaries of the administrative area they live in was enacted. I think that if we as members of the committee visit those areas and see for ourselves the revitalization of the agrarian potential in those territories, we can come up with more accurate statements in our interviews.
It is proposed to establish a new working group on the development of higher education legislation. This view was expressed at the meeting of the Parliamentary Committee on Science and Education. It was noted that the adoption of the new law on higher education can lead to a number of achievements in the field of education. The public is also interested in adoption of this law. During the meeting, the deputies expressed their position on the issue of recognition of foreign diplomas in Azerbaijan. It was stated that this problem is the serious factor hindering the development of education, labor market and economy. At the meeting, the report on the activities carried out by the committee in the autumn session of 2024 and the work plan for this year's spring session were discussed. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us. Stay well.